and the crashing out of the Brits over their food not being top tier? Chef's kiss. Y'all were expecting him to give 5 stars to beans on toast? Are you mad?
What's good, guys? Welcome to the second part of the last video. If you haven't checked that out, I would really like you to go check it out because that is where you can get the full thing that the British people are saying about Kitli being in the UK and rating their food. The very first food that Kitli was able to review when he got to the UK was the breakfast he was served at a five-star hotel, and he tried the famous toast. The rating did not sit well with British people, which later turned into them dragging and crashing out on TikTok. He gave the food a 1 over 10, saying the bread is stale. And even if you watch the video of the review, you guys are going to see it in few minutes. If you watch the video of the review, he was struggling so hard to bite into that food. You know, British people are crashing out, which is understandable because whenever the conversation of food comes up between these two groups, American people and British people, American people will always tell British people that you all don't have anything over there. All you guys have is just toast on bread, and they will come at American people as well with whatever it is they come at them with. But this particular one is actually very funny. So since the British people are crashing out over Kitli rating their famous toast, American people are having a lot to say to them, crashing out over that review. So without wasting much time, let's just go straight into the video.
So Keith Lee is in London testing out the foods, and you already know what that means. Beans on toast. If you don't understand that Keith Lee is doing this not only for the diaspora, but he's also doing it for the culture, because finally, we get a real review on beans on toast.
Beans on toast.
Beans on toast. Come on, Keith.
The bread is definitely stale. The tomatoes kind of taste like they were based in ketchup, and a very sweet ketchup too. It's very mushy. In my opinion, there's no flavor other than like I said, a sweet ketchup. No salt, no seasoning. In my opinion, this is extremely low. 1 out of 10.
Now, I'm not saying I never trusted any other Americans' reviews on beans on toast, because I know there's hundreds of videos of Americans trying beans on toast. But Keith is the one I'm rocking with. I rock with this food reviewer. He's the reason why I have good eats here in Arizona. So he said beans on toast 3 out of 10. It's getting 3 out of 10 because I'm not eating no sweet tomato beans. But he moves on to blood sausage. And he does try it, but he also says, which I thought was really notable, that blood sausage and possibly its popularity is based on the popularity of chitlins in America. He said that there are some people in America who rock with chitlins. You could take them anywhere. If there's chitlins served, they're going to eat it, depending on who cooks them and who cleans them. But he believed it was kind of the same notion with blood sausage, that there are probably millions of individuals who live in the UK and Wales and those areas who do eat blood sausage, but there's probably a good amount of them who don't. So it's really based off taste and preference.
Immediately tastes like blood.
Keith wasn't rocking with the flavors of blood sausage, and that's okay, because I don't rock with chitlins, and I know some.
I know y'all saw Keith Lee eating beans and toast. I ain't never seen the longest bites into something crunchy in my entire life. Bro, the crunch was so slow and so loud that bro should have just been in a Cheez-It commercial the way he was crunching on that toast. And the fact that he bit into that thing and it was stale. I hope that that's not really how it's made, because who wants to eat stale bread? Like, that might hurt the roof of your mouth. Then he went to the blood pudding and it tasted just like blood. You telling me that this thing tastes like an iron pill that you need to take every morning if you have low iron problem? And you can't say that this man's a hack. He's completely honest about everything that he's gonna eat. You know, I may be an American, but y'all not beating the allegations anymore. I don't know about that one. Y'all gonna have to show him a different place that has the same stuff that he ate. Because if it's just that one place, it's just that one place. But if it's different places that can redeem it, you might, hey, you feel me?
The Keith Lee food tour that is happening right now in the UK is going exactly as I thought it would. There is no rave reviews whatsoever. And the crashing out of the Brits over their food not being top tier? Chef's kiss. Y'all were expecting him to give 5 stars to beans on toast? Are you mad? I deadass saw one girl come onto this platform and state that if he was going to have English breakfast, he needed to have it all together and not individually.
Usually, if you're going to come to London and you're going to eat a full English breakfast, why are you eating beans one for one and individually? And why are you not putting everything on the fork and eating it in one? You're not supposed to eat everything individually.
Girlfriend, if they don't taste good separately, individually, what makes you think they're going to taste great together? You know what I find extremely confusing is that there are some black British people defending white tea British people food. Like, this is number one, it's not your fight. We all know that y'all food tastes good. Like, it tastes great. It has seasoning, right? So I don't know why y'all are defending that. You will never, ever catch a black American or a Latina defending a casserole or a meatloaf. We look at that and we're like, ooh. Then there are some people stating that we oversalt, overseason, we put a bunch of preservative powders, chemicals, if you will, on our food.
Had just baseline fresh, organic, like good quality food. They've had to oversalt, overseason, over-preserve everything to the degree that they can't actually taste the base ingredient.
This is rich coming from the nation that literally colonized practically the entire world over spices. Number one. Number two, there are other people saying like, oh, we don't know quality food and that we don't have it like fresh produce and all that stuff. I don't know where y'all getting that myth that we don't eat fresh fruits and fresh vegetables. Like, we have farmers markets. Go to any grocery store in the US, you will see the produce section full of fruits, full of vegetables. Oh, the irony of her saying that we like the idea of food, not actual food, when y'all have beans coming out of a can. You have mashed up potatoes, actually instant potatoes at that, and like these mushy peas.
In my personal opinion, Americans on the whole aren't people who like food. They like the idea of food. They like the concept of food. They like the fullness that food gives them. But they don't actually like food.
Listen, if that is what y'all would consider real food, I don't want it. Keep it. The nerve to say that we don't have fresh produce, but your staple food is canned beans on stale bread? Wild. Wild, honestly. Keith Lee is not being dramatic about his food reviews. He's letting the food speak for itself. Quite literally, when he bit into that piece of toast with beans, and it took him literally minutes to just get through that, that's all I needed to see. That's all I needed to see. And it's not like he's ordering weird dishes. No, he's ordering well-known dishes and going to places that y'all are recommending. So, I don't know. Maybe y'all should do some self-reflection there. I know some of you are gonna come up here and state, "Oh, the thing that he's eating or the beans on toast is a struggle meal." Yeah, we know it's a struggle meal, but well, maybe y'all don't know. From what I've seen, any struggle meal that comes from any ethnic or minority group, it's going to hit. It's going to be delicious. Yours just isn't. The same girl who said that we don't have access to fresh produce and that we overseason our food had the audacity to say that Keith Lee was going to struggle in France.
Oh my god, the laugh I just let out at this because it's so true. If he thinks British food, like white British food, is underseasoned, he's in for a world of surprising response. French people season their food with garlic, and that is it. Garlic and salt, and that is it.
I've had French food, and not one of them has ever been bad. And you know why? Because they season. I think France has it locked down when it comes to peasant/struggle meals. I mean, one of their most famous ones is the ratatouille. So, again, not one bad meal has ever been from France or French cuisine. And I know a lot of you are going to come on here and state that we just love to mask our food. Listen, as someone else said here on this app, if peasant food across the globe tastes amazing, it's because it's seasoned, okay? It's seasoned. And it's not seasoned to mask, but it's seasoned to enhance the flavor of said food. What is not clicking for y'all? And please don't come here with that BS. Oh, America has no history. America has no cultural food. Yeah, we do. It's called soul food and Native American food. That is ours. Well, I shouldn't say ours. That is from here in America. And before I forget, I just wanted to point out the hypocrisy of you guys saying that we overseason to mask our food, but then you have this other girl over here stating that you have to put your own sauces, you have to put in your own spices and your own seasoning. Which is it? Which is it?
You're supposed to add your own salt and season it to how you like. You're supposed to add your own sauce. If you want hot sauce, like you said in one video, add hot sauce. We all add sauce when we want it, okay? And I don't see any butter on any of your toast. What's going on?
Lastly, please do not come into my comment section stating that people have to try the chicken tikka masala. That is not even your own, okay? That was created by the South Asian community in Britain. That's not your food. Please don't try to take credit for that. although that would be very on brand for you.
Keith Lee could go anywhere and the people from there will have something to complain about. He's in the UK right now and the Brits are like, oh my gosh, you're eating the beans separate from the toast and the sausage separate from the... I don't see any butter on your toast. Butter on toast is going to make the toast a 10 out of 10 from a 6? Keith Lee went to New York and people was like, oh, why you didn't go to the deli on 36th and Broadway? Like, it's only going to be good if you go to that specific deli. What's the tea? I don't know what the accent was. But for real, the Brits are fighting for their lives. They like, go here, go there, do this, try this, put a little salt. It's not given. If it's not given, it's just not given. We been thought y'all wasn't given. So it's okay. He's just confirming the suspicions that we had. Beans on every plate. If people in Chicago argue about who got the best chicken, why would an outsider come in and be the one to determine who has the best chicken? Y'all are in the city every single day eating this chicken and y'all still argue about it. But when Keith Lee goes and says he like one better than the other, guns are drawn. Like, what is going on?
Look at that bread. They're trying to do something to Keith Lee over there in England. It took him 5 minutes to bite through that damn bread. And he got lucky that he put some of that, whatever if you want to call that, beans on the bread. And all that Otel had to do is put the bread in some kind of container so it could stay warm and moist. But nah, they said we're just gonna give it to Keith Lee. But I bet y'all didn't know that was Keith Lee though. But I got faith. Once Keith Lee started to go to those British soul food, Caribbean, Trini, Jamaican restaurant, yeah, he ain't gonna see nothing like that over there though. So Keith, brother, stay safe, okay? Because I couldn't do it. I would have returned that damn plate to wherever I got it from. I said, yo, no, y'all need to fix this up. This man was fighting with a damn bread. Good thing you got good teeth, brother, or else you probably be in the hospital or something.
The British are coming. The redcoats are here. And you know what they're mad about? Their English breakfast. Keith Lee went to a hotel. What do you expect? I don't know. There are hotels here that have horrible food, and there are hotels here that have great food. What do I expect? I expect that your mushy peas and brickle-brackle will always look nasty. Like, that's actually what I expect. I expect that your bacon looks subpar, okay? For what it's worth, you guys might have healthier food over there, but it doesn't have any taste. I'd rather have taste, okay? And the American system with food and healthcare is already going down the drain. So I might as well eat with flavor, right? Like, if the whole ship's going down, let me have some flavor. But let me remind you all something that's really important. A lot of reason why the culture in America is what it is because the redcoats were over here, right? Did y'all forget that? Did you forget that your grandpa? Did you forget you forgot that your people made sure that people like me had rotten food, okay? Rotten. So you know what we did? We put seasoning on it so we could stomach it and live to see another day. So British food slander is always allowed here on this page. There is not enough burger and donut talk that you could ever do to make me feel bad about this. I don't eat like I'm still fighting a war, but you do. So have fun with it.
To the UK, what's going on? You seem a little salty over Keith Lee's review. First and foremost, I would be mad too if I had beans and toast. My American family, Keith Lee's over in UK tasting they food, doing reviews like he normally does over here. Now y'all need to go on the search bar and look up these crash outs because they really mad. He basically went to a 5-star restaurant and they gave him beans and toast for breakfast. Now watching the review, baby, it looked like crouton with beans. It don't even look like toast because when he bit into that bread, Winwood still says he's still chewing for days. I think they also gave him some type of blood pudding or some craziness or whatever it is. And he basically said, you know what? It's an acquired taste. And I have not acquired that taste. So of course we gonna make jokes. Y'all need to season y'all food.
I have yet to see no one go to London and have a review, a good review about y'all food. Y'all big mad or what?
What do you guys think about Americans' reaction to Kitley, one of them, trying one of the most popular British breakfast? What do you guys think about what their host said? I think how the Americans are reacting right now is expected, because I think when someone from America brings up the conversation of toast, they will come back with like, "Oh, you guys haven't even tried. Don't criticize what you haven't tried." And now they believe that this is somebody that can give them regional review of what it tastes like, and they can go off of that. That is enough review for them to actually know what toast tastes like. And these people, I don't think any side is winning, to be honest, because it's always back and forth with these two groups. At this point, it is comedy. Like, it is comedy if you have been watching what they have been saying. This one said he didn't put no damn butter on the toast while it was hot. He did it to himself. Then tried to make it seems like that's British food. Nobody eats dry toast with beans. There have been so many excuses made for this toast on bread as well, like saying, "Oh, he didn't do this or he didn't do that, blah blah blah." This is one of those excuses. Another person said, with a different culture, their food still sucks. One of the British lady talking about the whole situation was even mentioning Indian food, calling it their food. Like, it is actually insane. Indian food or Jamaican food is not British food. It is actually very different. I think this is a conversation that we have had on this channel before as well. This other person said, most of them have never been here, and that is what it really boils down to. They don't have any idea what they are talking about when it comes to America. Another one said, I promise you, my primary school had a better full English than that slop you was served. This one said, how are they mad at us because we don't want to eat that slop they call food? That breakfast looked like a damn World War II ratio. What bothers me is that, just like with any other Kitley trip, he announced where he's going in advance and asked for recommendations from Brit on where to go to eat. If they want to be mad at someone, be mad at their fellow Brit for their recommendation. SMEs. This is even a breakfast from hotel that I think they were lodged by Netflix, and it is a very high standard hotel. So how are they going to be high standard and their breakfast is that shitty? Like, they should cancel that hotel. They should cancel them, because now they are giving them a very bad PR. But let me hear what you guys think about this whole conversation, and I am going to see you guys in the next one.